Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little different because my planned video can't happen yet because my Scentsy box that I expected to arrive this morning has not yet. So I wanted to get a video up today before the weekend hits, and it's really hard for me to film. So today we're going to have a sit down chit chat, and I'm going to give you my full honest opinion about Bring Back My Bar, this round, previous rounds, and all the juice. I'm going to give you all the juice. Before we dive in, hello, welcome if you're new here. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you want to become a Wickless Charm VIP, the link to my Facebook group is down below. Okay guys, that's it. Let's go ahead and dive on in. So for today's video, I have a hot chocolate because it is finally hot cocoa weather here in Tennessee. This is the weather that I thrive. It is let me see it's 51 degrees outside, and I love it. I love to be outside whenever I can have a sweatshirt and some long pants on and drink my hot beverage in peace. So I have a peppermint hot cocoa. So this is kind of like me spilling the tea, this video. I don't know. In my mind, I was like, okay, I want to spill the tea. I really want to get deep into my honest opinions, and I didn't want to make tea. I wanted to make hot cocoa because it's cold outside. So yeah, here we are. So Bring Back My Bar. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, Bring Back My Bar is something that happens 2 months out of the year. So every 6 months. It happens usually in June or July. Sometimes it kind of goes back and forth, and then it happens in January. So this is an event where we consultants and customers can vote for our favorite retired Scentsy bars to come back for a full month. So these are bars that are from previous catalogs, previous collections, and they come back for the entire month so that we can stock up on them. And Scentsy Club, whenever that was introduced, that became a game changer for Bring Back My Bar, because not only could you purchase your favorite retired waxes, but you could add them to Scentsy Club and they would lock in after the Bring Back My Bar event ended, and you would still continue to get them in your Scentsy Club thanks to the Always Get My Bar perk. So honestly, I don't know when Bring Back My Bar first launched, first became a thing. It has been a biannual thing my full almost 7 years with Scentsy. It's always happened once in spring, once in summer. Well, I guess once it's late winter, and then once in summer. And we've had issues in the past. Not really issues, but we've had some complaints because year after year, a lot of people were getting a little bugged that the same fragrances were being voted back every other Bring Back My Bar. And it was kind of frustrating because there's so many waxes. There's so many past waxes that Scentsy has made since 2004. And the idea of Bring Back My Bar is amazing. The fact that you get to vote back any wax that has been available in the past, and they come back for a full entire month. And then, like I said, Scentsy Club, the fact that you don't just get it for that month, you can add it to Club and get it forever. It's a brilliant idea. I love it. I love Bring Back My Bar. But for some years in a row, every other event, we were having the same ones available to vote for, and then that turned into the same ones available in Bring Back My Bar. It was just kind of a repeat, Banana Nut Bread and Blueberry Rush and Vanilla Suede, and I can't really think off the top of my mind, but scents like that. I love those scents and they're wonderful. I was always happy to see them back, but for an event to make it even more special, we just wanted new things. But since he doesn't get to choose which ones were voted for, that's up to whoever is online during the voting process, because you have to vote for these things 4 or 5 months in advance so that they can get ready for, to be ready with inventory for whenever that event actually launches. So we can't, decide what gets to come back because it's a voted for thing. But since he figured out that they could decide what was eligible to be voted back, So I'm looking at the lineup from June 2023, and there were a bunch that we have seen in like recent Bring Back My Bars. And again, remember, I've only been a consultant for going on 7 years. So to have certain scents in Bring Back My Bar after Bring Back My Bar after Bring Back My Bar, like it just gets a little frustrating. It's not really frustrating. It just kind of puts out the spark of Bring Back My Bar and the possibility that it can bring. So like we had Beach, which has been in multiple Bring Back My Bars. Like I've had Beach so much over my 7 years, but it's never been available as a catalog scent or like even available for regular purchase. It's only been a Bring Back My Bar. Fuzzy Blanket, Cherry Vanilla, Happy Birthday is one of those that comes back every time. It can be voted for. Southern Sweet Tea, Sweet Pea and Vanilla has been back. Vanilla Suede, Whiteout, and White Sands. Like I've seen those multiple times. So I believe that this voting period, like for the one that's coming up in January, I believe Scentsy said no more. Like let's bring back the spark for Bring Back My Bar. Like the excitement, you know, let's make it something that's like, oh my gosh, like I can't wait to see the list, or I can't wait to grab these, can't wait to add these to Scentsy Club. Some really like nostalgic bars. Like let's just make this a better event. And not only that, but like this last, like the one in summer, we also had some licensed bars available to vote for the first time, like Love and Kisses Mini, the first Minnie Mouse fragrance that came out whenever we actually launched our partnership with Disney. That got voted back for summer. So the past, like the most recent Bring Back My Bar voting, it was very interesting because it had rules. They gave us rules, and I really, really liked the rules. So the only scents that we were able to vote for were scents that had not been available within the last 5 years, whether it was catalog, Bring Back My Bar, LTO. These were all at least 5 years old and had not been back in a Bring Back My Bar. And I feel like Scentsy, like I think this was a really good thing to do. And I wish that we would have done it sooner, but you know, you live and you learn. So for the first time in a very long time, I am stoked to see this Bring Back My Bar lineup. So my package was supposed to be here today. I have, okay, instead of a majority of the 20 to 25 scents in the lineup being ones that I've already had, that I already kind of had my opinions on, and then maybe having a few that were brand new to me that I could experience, it's the complete opposite. So the 25 coming back January 1st, most of them are scents that I have never heard of, never smelled. There are a few in here from like past catalogs and stuff that haven't been available in a very long time. And by the way, if I messed up like the rule, I know it was like 5 years of not being able to Bring Back My Bar, but I feel like maybe a couple of these have been in a catalog of mine within the last 5 years. There's one of them that I remember specifically, but I don't remember exactly whenever it came out. So, I mean, I could be wrong, but like in the gist, it's at least 5 years. So like we weren't able to vote for Banana Nut Bread. We weren't able to vote for whatever came back last January, like in 2022 or summer of 2021. Like I think they did a really, really good job. So these are the scents. I'm not going to read the full descriptions because I'm going to do a whole video about like my first impressions. Like that's what today's video is supposed to be. That and the Whiff Box video for December, because the Whiff Box is freaking awesome. So listen guys, this is what got voted back after during the first round with the new rule of not being able to vote back recent scents. Again, we have Amaretto. It's just Amaretto. I'm excited. That's like a nut, isn't it? Like that's like a nutty type thing. Like an Amaretto sour is a really good drink. I really like that. But I've tried like Amaretto like coffee flavor, and it was like a nutty type thing. So I'm excited to smell that. Then we have Awakening, which I have never had. It sounds like it's going to be scents kind of like, since that would be in the Catching Z's collection, like maybe like a a fresh, clean type scent. Then we have BANANAS. That's literally, it's like B-A-N-A, blah, blah, blah. It's bananas. So I'm sure that's going to be a really good banana fragrance. Never had that one before. Caramel Sugar Comb. See, I have had that one before. That was in a catalog years ago. And I don't remember if it came back in a Bring My Bar or not. But I have had Caramel Sugar Cone. So that's like the only one so far that I know of. The next one is Cranberry Mango. Never had that before. Crazy Coconut. That was in a catalog of mine in the very beginning. That one was a kid's scent. Whenever we had our fragrance categories, like it wasn't like fruity, citrus and stuff. It wasn't by fragrance family, but like we had like a men's collection. We had a bestsellers collection. We had a kids collection. Corner Cafe was like more of like the bakery type scents. Then we also have the Buzz Lightyear to Infinity and Beyond. So that licensed Scentsy bar is coming back. It's been so long since we had that Toy Story collection. Like, I don't know why we never brought those back. The Buddy and the Waxes. So that's coming back. Disney, Twitter Pated. I think it's Twitter Pated. So this was the one that had the picture of Bambi and Thumper on it. This was one of the original Disney scents that we had. Very fresh. I do remember that one. We have Everything Nice, which I remember in like my old testers, like the big bulky ones. I really liked Everything Nice. And that was in like one of my first fall winter catalogs. Falling Leaves. I don't know if I've had that one. Like, I feel like the one I'm thinking of is Painted Leaves. I don't know if I've ever had Falling Leaves, so that might be a brand new one to me. Frosted Ginger Cookie. It's been years since we've had that one. Lavender Vanilla. I don't think I've ever had a Lavender Vanilla. Like, I do remember like Lemon Lavender and lots of other lavender scents. I don't think I've had a Lavender Vanilla, so that sounds really nice. Then we have Lo Nicera. I'm going to put the words up here so you can see. Am I pronouncing that correctly? I have no idea what the heck that is, so I'm excited. Then we got Peony Petals, which is going to be a floral. Never had it. Red Cedar and Sage was the one that I remember this one in a catalog. So I don't remember exactly when this one came out, but it's been a long time. And I feel like back whenever this was available, like I wasn't really into woods as much as I am now. So now I'm really excited to smell it again. Then we have Simply Patchouli. So this one came from a Simply collection that we had years before I joined. Like we had Simply Rose, Simply Patchouli. I feel like we might have had like a Simply Lavender. Like I know it was like a collection where they wanted those strict like one scent, like patchouli, rose, etc. I'm not too much of a fan of patchouli unless it's like mixed really well in like a perfume. But I will try it out. Then we have Toasted Apple Butter. I think I voted for this one because I was like, what the heck? Like this sounds amazing. That sounds like right up my alley. Then we have Toasted Caramel Sugar. Again, I think I voted for this one. Right up my alley. Never had this one before. Next was the Vanilla Walnut. Never had that one before. And then Whipped Vanilla Pear. I think if I've had that one, it was literally years ago. So I'm really excited. And then that's the top 20. And then we also got 5 more scents added to the lineup that was chosen by our interim CEO, Dan Orchard. So he chose 5 more picks. So he chose Blood Orange Spice, which is an oldie but goodie. That was in a catalog of mine. He also chose Cinnamon. Never heard of that. Never heard of it. Then lots of lavender. Never heard of that one. Strawberry Sweetie. Never had that one. And Twilight. I don't know if I've had Twilight. If I've had Twilight, it's been in a Bring My Bar. But that's the top 25. And like I said, like instead of me already knowing and having opinions on a majority of these, it's the complete opposite. So like I'm really excited to get my Bring My Bar scents in and, test them out and maybe find some new loves so that I can add them to Scentsy Club. So overall, my honest opinion is that Bring My Bar was getting a little boring. it was getting a little boring. We were getting a little frustrated with it because, you know, like I said, like, I mean, it was just the same thing over and over again almost, because they really mean it. Like the ones that are the top voted ones, like those are going to come back. Like they don't edit the choices or anything like that. So now with this new rule, I'm really excited for it. I think it was a good thing. Build a lot more excitement, not just for customers, but for consultants too. And now, like, I'm really looking forward to voting for the summer lineup for 2024, because I remember whenever the voting for this came on, like scrolling through, and it took me a while to vote for like my top picks, because I was like reading through the descriptions of all of these scents I had never heard of. So I'm really looking forward to the voting period for next summer, and I would love to hear your opinions down below too. So these are not available yet. The bundle is only available for consultants as early access. So if you like the idea of early access, you really need to sign up as a consultant. And from what I understand, the only discounted bundle for these is going to be available as the early access. So like right now, consultants can purchase a Bring Up My Bar early access bundle for only $127, which is a discount versus the actual retail value of all 25 cents. What it says under available January 1st, it just has the individuals and the bundle and save deals for like 3s and 6s of licensed. So I think that maybe they were able to pull some strings to get like an early access bundle for consultants discounted. But since there's 2 licensed bars in this lineup, maybe they weren't able to actually hold that promotion for the full month. I don't know how that works with Disney and stuff. So that is my 2 cents on it. So like starting January 1st, you'll be able to purchase all of the regular ones individually, or you can bundle and save in 3s or 6s, and then you will be able to purchase the licensed ones individually, and you will be able to purchase in bundles of 3s or 6s with other licensed Scentsy bars. So if you like the idea of early access, definitely consider signing up to be a consultant, even if you're just doing it for your personal reason. And I have some tricks on my sleeve. If you want to talk more, just reach out to me on social media or send me an email. My email is down below in the description box. But yeah, that is my personal opinion on Bring Up My Bar and the past of it and the future of it. So I would love to hear your opinions down below. I cannot wait. I've been checking, even in this video, like I told myself, if it came while I was doing this video, that I would bring in the box, and it's still not here. So whatever. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned to see my Bring My Bar review and the December Whiff Box. And don't forget that the order cutoff for Christmas delivery is December 15th for the US. But that's it. Now I'll see you in the next one.